I know a lot of y'all been hearing in the news about Trump wanting to acquire Greenland. He says that he wanted for national security purposes because he don't like to see Russia and China having their military ships and all that coming around there. So he says he needs Greenland. Now, if you know Greenland, it is a country that is ran and owned basically by the Kingdom of Denmark, which is in NATO and part of the EU, the European Union. And Greenland has about a little over 50,000 people that is actually in that particular country. Now, Greenland, they get free health care. They get free everything, right? I mean, so on the surface, why would they want to be part of the United States? You're getting free everything because if you come join this system, your free health care is gone. Your free child care is gone. Of course, your schooling is free. Like all that stuff is going to go. American education system is horrible, extremely horrible. We all know that. But it's becoming a big thing. Now, you may say, well, Phil, why you want to discuss this? Oh, if you know I'm discussing it, you know it's going to be an angle that is related to us. Let's go down and check out this video of all the protests these people are doing about Trump wanting to get Greenland.
We are not interested in being Americans.
Yeah, be ourselves and live our life here.
Danish and Greenland have to get together and don't fight.
We're protesting against the orange dictator in the U.S. who is trying to bully his way to undermine the sovereignty of the Greenlandic people and take away their right to decide who they want to be part of.
The Kingdom of Denmark has always supported the United States when they have been in problem, and right now they are saying thank you to us in this way.
I think it's really incredible how many Greenlandic flags is everywhere because it's our country and the support for our self-determination is so important.
So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that the people in Greenland don't want nothing to do with the United States. And, I'm just being upfront and say, I agree with them. Don't be a part of nothing with the United States. Stay with Denmark. You got a good situation going with Denmark. But let's get back to Trump and what Trump is actually doing and why this is a good thing for Black Americans and the rest of the Black world. You see, remember I told you that about time this man get out of office, he's going to shatter the whole system into 1,000 pieces. See, if something break, let's say like a plate or something like that, and a plate break, it breaks in 2 or 3 pieces. If you just really want to have that plate, you can get some real strong, Gorilla Glue or something like that and put it back together and glue it. Okay, good. It's bonded. It's not going to break again or nothing like that unless you drop it, but it's good at that point. But if that same plate was to drop and shatter into 1,000 pieces, you're going to say, I can't put that plate back together. It's too many pieces. I just got to buy a new one. I got to get something new. Hence, to talk about this system. This system has not been beneficial. And I'm not just talking about the system in America. We're talking about the quote unquote Western system, Western white European system has not been beneficial to no one in the world who have this color skin. No matter if you're here, African continent, Caribbean, Latin America, it don't matter if you're an Asian country, it don't matter if you are Arab country, anybody who has some color to them, right? It has not been beneficial to you. It's been predatory. It's been a bully. It's been thieving. It's been all of that. So clearly, and I've learned this a long time ago, as long as they're running anything, it's going to be that way. So it has to get to a point where they can't run the system that controls the world, and they can't run, not even, like I said before about South Africa. If they thought like me, them folks in South Africa, they wouldn't even run a dog catcher unit. They wouldn't run a thing, because if you understand their culture and how they get down, you know they can't really run anything. Now, with Trump is the blessing that all of us have literally been waiting for. This man is taking a sledgehammer to their system. Do you know what's been happening with this situation? Now the EU and all of them are all in turmoil. They nervous. Trump just said that he gonna put 10% tariffs on all of them by the 1st of February. And if they don't sell Greenland to him in the United States, he gonna put 25% tariffs until they do what he want them to do. And they are going all berserk about this. They say they got an emergency EU meeting and all of that. And because, you know, the United States and those countries all have NATO. And NATO, that's how they kind of run the yard, right? And if Trump is doing all this to his NATO allies, this is supposed to be his ally, his white allies. Listen to me. This is his white allies that he's messing with. You understand what I'm saying? This man is causing chaos globally, not just chaos here in America, but chaos globally. And he's doing a good thing by causing this chaos, because our history have always proven when they're in chaos, we do so much better. Now, how does this benefit Black America? How does this benefit Africa, the Caribbean, everywhere else? It benefits is if this man shatters his system to 1,000 pieces, then you can finally say, okay, now it's time to do what you're supposed to do. Now it's time to be free at that point. Because as long as this system is intact, globally, we're talking about, people always have an issue going on. So you see, this system being shattered into 1,000 pieces is what our ancestors have prayed for. It's not about an individual. It's not even about Trump himself. It's about this whole global system that they're running. It isn't right that they can, prime example, like Zimbabwe. It isn't right that they're sanctioning Zimbabwe and Robert Mugabe is not even here anymore. And the only reason he got sanctioned is because he took the land that's rightfully for Zimbabweans and gave it back to the Black folks in Zimbabwe away from those 4,000 white farmers. And that country has been suffering ever since. You understand? France was all in West Africa, stealing all their stuff for years, having to pay money to France. Look at Haiti. Haiti had to pay reparations literally to France for kicking them out their homeland. Look at us here in America. We have our sister, is it Viola Fletcher that just passed from Black Wall Street? That sister was fighting for her reparations. You know how many times that the white folks have said, well, it should only go to people who dealt with those issues. That sister, she died and she's 102 or something like that, and she did not get her reparations. And I think that, I think God allowed all that to happen to show all of you that it's no matter what they say, like I told y'all, if they telling you something, they're lying. Don't think when I say these things, I'm saying it just because I just want to sound good. No. I study. I have studied and watched and listened and read and paid attention. I look at patterns. I look at history. And what I can tell you, they the same people from 1826. They the same people from 1776. They the same people. They are not just different. They think the exact same way because it's a culture. So the beautiful thing about this, it is one of their own that's taking a hammer to the system. It's one of their own. You look at America right now, people are looking sideways at America. Some people never thought that'd happen. But see, the rest of the world who could be watching, I want you to pay attention to something. Black Americans, we tried to prevent all this stuff from happening. But the culprit, if you really want to have a problem with Americans, you need to have a problem with your brethren, white Americans. See, they want to uphold this racism so much. They want racism to come back full swing. And so this is why people like Trump would be doing the things that he's doing. You see, the lie that, everybody come here and be free. Black Americans have never been free. How is it that you have a country where Black Americans are still treated less than in 2026? And yet other people can come here and say they can have freedom. What other people are experiencing right now with these people is who they really are. See, at first it was just relegated to us. Now everybody getting a piece of it now. See, people thought, oh, well, I'm an American citizen. I ain't got to worry about it. And they harassing American citizens now. ICE is harassing American citizens. So this man is causing chaos everywhere. And like I said, this is good. This is a beautiful thing for black folks. You better understand the blessing that it is. Now, what I tell my people right now, get yourself in order, get your financial house in order, get your morality right. That way, when the lane is wide open, for us, we take advantage of the chaos. How we take advantage of the chaos, we don't have to do nothing to nobody. Trust me, they're going to destroy themselves. But if you know European history, they've always destroyed themselves. Study European history. They always at each other's throats. They're always fighting each other. The thing that held them together was to be in a one accord against us. That's the only thing that held them together. If you get out the way, like we have, see what delineation and resting do? You get out the way, and their natural culture is going to rise to the top, and they're going to be fighting each other. See, if Trump would have had us to be fighting, he wouldn't be messing with them too much right now. He'd be focused on fighting us. But since we stay out the way, now you see what's happening? I told y'all before, sometime you got to get out the way. Sometimes you got to go sit your behind down and let things take its course. And that's why I encourage black people, stay your behind sitting down. Don't you go out there and do a thing. Because if you go out there and do something, you're not covered and the community not even with you. Look at old boy there in Philadelphia that talking about he the Black Panther or whatever and threatening ICE and all that. You see how the community kind of rose up against him? Why? Because we all know he off code with that one. And nobody sent him out there. Why? Because the directive in Black America is stay out the way, sit yourself down, enjoy yourself. Prepare, get your financial house in order, get your family in order, get your morality in order. So some of us need to deprocess their culture off of us, because that's been our problem. Our problem has been taking on their culture, and their culture don't work out for them. So why did some of you take it on? They gonna utterly do what they gotta do to themselves, and we gonna be watching the show with popcorn. You understand? So they fighting and all that. Black people, what you think about them taking Greenland? Look, like the old people say, I don't get in white folk business. Only time I deal with this unless they messing with us. But and what I do for a living, I gotta give you the news that you're not gonna get nowhere else. And this is good for us. This is beautiful. If Trump can take the sledgehammer and shatter their system into 1,000 pieces by the time he done, then their system is done. It's done. And he's moving quick. I mean, wow. I'm saying, look how quick this man is moving. He's moving very fast. I can imagine what it's going to look like by year 4 of Trump. Oh, I can imagine. But I guess the people in Greenland, you're going to have to do what you got to do, I guess. But hey, that's y'all issue. Y'all need to deal with it, because it has nothing to do with me, nothing to do with us. And if they say, oh, well, Americans, we don't want you traveling to Europe, and we don't want to, me, I'm not tripping on about no European countries. I mean, I'm just not really, what I'm saying? I'm not saying I wouldn't go to one for whatever the reason, because there could be some stuff I need to do. But if they put a ban on us, that's cool. As long as I can go to the Caribbean, as long as I can go to the African continent. You know what I'm saying? Latin America or wherever, Asian country, all them other countries, I'm cool. I don't have to go to no European country. I'm really good on that. I think the only European/Asian country I've been to is Turkey. I had no problems there with nobody. Everything was good. So, yeah, y'all keep watching Trump and what he's doing, because Trump is taking a hammer to their system. And Minister Farrakhan, I just thought about that. He predicted all this. He said that Trump was going to destroy their system. And boy, I mean, he's really trying to speed it up, isn't he?